Hi there, how are you? My name is Iskya and today I'm going to teach you about Internet Protocol. So basically what is Internet Protocol? Internet Protocol is a set of rules that govern how data is sent or received over the internet or any network. Think of it like an addressing system or a language that computers use over the internet to manage their communication. We can take its example as postal systems that work with our houses and our address. Every computer or device has an address which is called IP over the internet so that the computers can know where the data came from and where the data is going. The internet protocol decides how the data is packaged, addressed, transmitted, routed and received. In short, if we introductorily say that what is IP, it is the system that allows devices to find each other's address and exchange information reliably over the internet. Let's move on. Basically how IP works. We can break down the working of internet protocol into 4 to 5 steps. The first step is data packaging. First of all, the message that you are going to send over the internet is broken down into small pieces or chunks called packets. Each packet is an envelope that carries part of your data. The first step is done. We are done with data packaging. We have made data packets. The second step is addressing. In addressing, each packet gets a source IP and a destination IP. The source IP is the IP address of our device, the sender's device, and the destination IP is the IP address of the person who is going to receive our information or where we will be getting information deployed. Or simply we can say that the IP address of the receiving device. For example, we are going to send our data through an email to someone. Our IP will be source IP and the receiver's IP will be called destination IP where our address will hit. The third step that in how IP works is routing. Routers, you must have seen routers with your modem devices or Wi-Fi devices. Routers are network devices that look at the destination IP and decide the best path for the packet to travel. That's the working of routers. Okay, so the next step is transmission. The traveling of the packets through multiple routers and networks to reach the destination. This is called transmission because we are sitting in some other country and the receiver is in some other country. There will be a lot of transmission along the way. So our data packet will be traveling through multiple router and networks to reach their destination. So that was the fourth step, and the last step that comes ahead is reassembly. In reassembly, the destination device collects all packets and reconstruct the original message. What is meant by this? Let me explain it clearly. So, as our information at the start was divided into chunks, packets, and at the last, as the receiver receives it, it receives a whole original message, fully packed information. Okay, so that is reassembly. Our data is assembled at the end and delivered completely. That is how IP system works. Internet protocol works in this way. Now the key features of IP. First of all, the first key feature is that it is connectionless. IP works without a direct connection. Each packet that is made at the start is independent. Every packet can take different paths, different routes and reach the same destination. So we will be discussing later what is the con of being connectionless. The second key feature is unreliable but fast. IP does not guarantee delivery. If a packet is lost, it's up to the protocols like TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, to detect and resend it. And the third step that comes along the way is addressing. Every device needs a unique IP address. There are two main variants of addressing. One is IPv4 and second is IPv6. IPv4 is now deprecate. It was 32-bit addressing system. Example, you can see example on the board. Now it is deprecated because internet has become a large community and there are million and billion of users over the internet. So it is difficult to manage through IPv4 or 32-bit addressing system. So the browsers or internet has introduced IPv6 system, which is a 128-bit addressing system, and it provides a large, or we can say that infinite amount of addresses to users, so that the data can be transmitted easily and reliably over the network. The fourth key feature along the way is fragmentation. This is the most important and I would say a very great feature in internet protocol. It says that if a packet is too large for a network to handle, for example, if the data packets are too large, IP internet protocol breaks it into smaller fragments so that they are easily delivered. And the last slide that comes along the way is IP versus TCP. Why IP alone isn't enough. IP delivers data packets to the right addresses like service like a postal service. As before we discussed that IPs are connectionless, they are independent, so some of the data may become lost or may forget its route. So that there is another protocol called transmission control protocol that ensures that all packets arrive in order and without errors. If a data packet is lost during the transmission control protocol ensures that it is delivered at the right address even after being lost. So together what we discussed today was TCP or IP model, and these are the backbone of the internet. At last, there is a real life analogy to understand how internet protocol works. Think of sending a file over the internet like sending multiple parcels with the help of a courier service. Each parcel has a return address, source IP, and delivery address. Obviously, there will be a return address from where the parcel is being sent, and there will be a delivery address where the parcel will be delivered. So the parcel may take different routes. As we discussed, routing, the section of routing comes here. Parcels may take different routes, all must reach the service. Even though we send delivery in chunks or parts, but if our delivery address is same, all the chunks or parts will be delivered at the same address. Once all parcel arrives, the receiver reassembles the original shipment. Suppose you order something from Daraz, and then one of the component is ordered from Daraz and the other component is ordered from Alibaba. Your source IP is different. There are two source IPs, but your delivery address is same. And as your delivery address is same, both the parcels will be delivered at the same address at your house, and you will collect them and reassemble them and complete your shipment. This is how internet protocol works. Do like and subscribe the video if you like it, and also share it with others so that they can get benefit from it. Thank you so much.